For the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be travelling with my flatmate Chris through China, Tibet and Nepal, with the highlight of reaching Mt Everest Base Camp.
I've seen the map and we don't know where we are.
So this is Kathmandu. So exotic.
Yeah, buddy? You alright?
Such a cute little village. Alright, this is our campsite for the night.
We've got mountain bikes today and I'm really excited about it. There's nothing between you and all that amazing view.
I think there's just one too many things here that just knock my confidence.
Hopefully we can figure out a way to get to Mt Everest. Our journey began in Beijing before we boarded the train to Lhasa, the capital of Tibet.
We're about to get the train. It's going to take 46 hours. It's like the same distance as getting a train from New York to LA.
When we're in Tibet, we're not allowed to film any of the police cars or tanks or military buildings there.
Just being aware of everything you say is going to be a bit strange, especially for someone like Karl who shoots his mouth off at literally every opportunity.
One of my biggest fears for this trip was altitude sickness. We're going to be going up over 5,000 meters.
That was bloody tiring walking up from the bus to here.
Where's Chris?
And Chris has suffered really badly from it. We had to take him to the hospital. He was in that bad a condition. He could barely walk. You know, he didn't really know what was going on. The main thing we need to do is get him to lower altitude.
The only way to get Chris to a safe altitude was to leave our G-Adventures group, take an ambulance back to Lhasa, and then fly out to Kathmandu in Nepal.
But what that means is maybe missing Mt Everest.
If we can get you to Kathmandu as soon as possible, then from there just do day activities like whitewater rafting and rock climbing and have like a really action-packed week.
And then hopefully get a trip up to Everest afterwards.
How is Chris feeling?
Feeling a million times better, thanks. Just about ready for this nonsense to be over.
Coming through the airport here, it felt a bit like the finale of Argo, because we had to go through about 3 different security checks.
I feel better for having a coffee. First one in what might be 2 weeks. And so that, I mean, it's horrible. It's absolutely disgusting. But it feels amazing. So yeah, I'm pretty positive.
So it's all sorted now. We're home free pretty much. We get to Kathmandu, we're just back to having fun. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm cold but excited.
Our flight would take us directly over the Himalayas, and the captain announced to everyone that we could see Mt Everest out the right-hand window.
There's lots of people in my way.
Of course, trying to spot which one actually was Everest was another thing.
There we go. Tell me that's not Everest.
Fortunately, the woman sitting by the window kindly offered to film Everest for us, and the results were outstanding.
We're here. It's warm.
It's very warm.
I don't think it could be any more different than Tibet. Tibet's quite sterile.
Yeah.
One note.
It just feels so sort of barren in places, isn't it? Here you've got every colour already. It's crazy. Wow, we're being rammed. No, we're being sure rammed.
Once we reached the hostel, we went straight to the bar and made a group of friends, including an English crew from Stevenage. Then, we went out to find the Monkey Temple.
See, there you go, you're on camera now.
Woo! We're in Nepal!
This is what we wanted. We're out with a bunch of backpackers, spawning a crazy town, these guys. Look, he's got a beard, he's a backpacker. Just having a good time, and it's warm, and we're allowed to say stuff.
We're going to go see some monkeys.
Monkeys. We're going to the temple again, but there'll be monkeys, which is way more fun. Hello. Hello boys. Hello guys. So apparently we're going to the monkey temple, but we're just getting like a random walk through the back streets of Kathmandu.
I've seen the map and we don't know where we are.
I'm around a little bend.
No, I think
if this is wrong, it's documented.
Across here and then we turn right and we're walking on the river now, aren't we?
This must be it, right?
Well done.
Congratulations.
Out, right?
Well done.
No, I did this.
Chris is just proud to be walking. Monkey! This is amazing. I'm guessing it's Buddhist because of the candles plus the statues of Buddha. A lot more vibrant, a lot more fun, a lot more action-packed.
We're not even halfway, are we?
Oh, Jesus Christ. No better way to cure altitude sickness. I wish they didn't have rabies. That's how you get rabies. Yeah, buddy? Mate. Mate. You alright? Just think that. What the fuck is you?
Shake his hand.
You can't.
Fist bump.
Oh. Or a punch in the face, maybe.
I'm loving you. Come here. Oh, you're so cute.
More steps.
Ready to kill you, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, mate. Don't hide. Reading the paper. Don't eat it.
Make your collage.
Yeah. I have your wife.
Wearing it as a hat.
Everyone like the monkeys?
Oh, yeah.
Look at the arsehole on that one. Beautiful, Josh. Like on David Attenborough there. Look at the arsehole. Sorry. This is better than what I expected in Nepal. This is just unreal. Look at this.
Romance.
Can't express how happy I am to be here. This is amazing. Like it, Chrissy?
Love it, love it.
Man, I wanted Tibet to be good. This is so much better than Tibet.
So much. It feels way more adventurous.
So exotic. And yet still familiar in its sort of Indian-ness.
Which is a word.
I've made up. Yep.
It's like Jurassic Park. You monkeys are very well lit, I'm not gonna lie.
It's the little one, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He's their leader. He's scheming.
I was told Kathmandu was gonna be a shithole. Really? This is amazing, yeah.
It was a fantastic first evening in Nepal, and in the morning, Chris and I went for a wander to see what the rest of Kathmandu was like.
People have said to me India and Nepal is like an overload on the senses, and they're not wrong. It's just absolutely mental. There's so much going on.
How's anyone make any money? I mean, there's way more people here selling than there are buying.
Motorbikes is definitely the main way to get around here, no matter how narrow the street is. You go on the tiniest narrow street and nearly get run over all the time by them. Narrow enough for you?
Yeah, that'll do.
Almost touch both sides. We are very much like in Kathmandu. So much going on. But it's nice to sit up here and actually just sort of look down on it for a minute. Not in a condescending way, but
We started seeing a few parades working their way through town, and at first we didn't know what it was about.
We don't really know what all the motorbikes are for and what all the people on vans are for. I don't know what that is specifically, but it's still pretty noisy.
We learned later on that it was Nepal's New Year's celebration. By arriving in Kathmandu a couple of days early, we managed to be here for their New Year's Day, known as Nepal's Sambat, which is based on their lunar calendar. The streets gradually filled up with people partying, and eventually we couldn't even move down them.
Open Gangnam Style.
So today, the rest of the G Adventures group finally arrived in Kathmandu, and we thought a good way to greet them is if we're all kitted out in the local gear. So I got this yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, it looks amazing. and it's really comfortable to wear, but we also need to get Chris kitted out in something really ridiculous, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be really good fun, and it's going to be really good fun to see everyone again.
And kurta here.
Yeah, see, because I like this shirt. This is nice. Yep, I feel like MC Hammer.
With that orange shirt, that's going to be amazing.
This is worship.
Yes, that looks awesome.
This one 1,400. This is 700.
700. Okay, so I'm sure you'll do both of that for 2,000, right?
Yeah, 2,000 something. But okay.
2,000 sounds about. Oh no. Oh, yeah, 1,500.
So yeah, but they love the costumes because, you know, who wouldn't? We look pretty amazing. Just fit right in. You know, we had like tourists asking us for directions and stuff like that. That's Chris's look. Can you do a little shuffle? There we go.
I can't do it.
It's pretty good.
Well, I'll try.
Yeah, we just met up with the group, which was great fun to see them again. They didn't actually recognise us. They were coming into the lobby, and about 5 of them looked straight at me and then just looked away. Wendy!
Oh my god!
Namaste! Did you enjoy seeing everyone again?
I did enjoy seeing everyone again. It's amazing. It's great. It's such a good crowd of people as it was, but you know, especially after they kind of looked after me so much when I was ill. It's great to see them in the same place at the same time and maybe take them out and show them some of the things that we've learned while we're here. I'm looking forward to it.
That won't take long, right?
Yeah. Well, we can show them where we bought these clothes.
Yeah. All right, we met with the group, but we're going to take them to a nice restaurant we went to before.
We had such a wonderful evening catching up with everyone. The last time the group had seen Chris, he was in a hospital bed, so they were all really pleased to see him fully recovered. And Chris and I tried not to get too jealous as they told us just how incredible Mt Everest was. At the end of the week, we'll be flying up to Everest to check it out for ourselves, but first we're heading to the lakeside town of Pokhara. Pokhara is basically the adventure capital of Nepal, and we're going to be having an action-packed few days here.
This is the lakeside in Pokhara. The main street's basically filled with loads of tour places selling all the fun stuff you can do, which we're going to be doing, and then tons of bars. So there's basically lots to do during the day, and lots to do at night as well, which means it's my kind of place.
Straight away that afternoon, we were doing our first activity of the week, an ultralight flight.
Yeah, we're about to do our ultralight flight. We're being pampered by these lovely ladies whilst we get ready.
It's 30 degrees out. I feel like I'm about to go skiing.
Yeah, I've never done this before, so I'm curious what it's going to be like, what the sensation's going to be like. I've done hang gliding, but it's going to be very different to that, but I can't wait. How are you feeling?
Feeling excited. I've not done this before. It's going to be fun.
Cool.
First, you're like, whoa, hold on a second. I can just lean out, right?
Yeah.
I can just drop out of this thing. Yeah, and it's an amazing way to see the place. There's nothing between you and all that amazing view.
The entire second half of the flight, I just had my arms out doing this, flying. It was so cool. It probably looks like a fucked up version of Titanic. Like, I'm flying, Jack! But
at least you actually were flying.
No. Yeah, I was actually flying. I wasn't on a boat. But no, brilliant. I'm so glad I did. So yeah, good start to the week.
Yeah.
And go.
We've got mountain bikes today, and I'm really excited about this. I didn't know I was excited about it.
No, thank you.
And done a little bit of this back in the UK recently, and I think here with this kind of landscape would be amazing. Yep, got it.
Feels a little bit like that sketch in the Fast Show. Like, right, today we're going mountain biking. We're going up there, heading to the temple.
So yeah, we've made it at least 100 yards up this incredibly steep hill, and then and this happened. Look at him. Look how sorry he looks. He's had a bit of serious action here. That looks good, right?
Yeah, that was after the first like 5 meters.
Yep.
Got on the steep bit. Whoop.
More high-octane adventure to come.
Not a bad view, eh?
Really good. Really good. Almost worth it.
Riding almost worth it. Not gonna lie. Pushed my bike most of the way up. It's too unfit. Ugh. Ugh. Made it.
At the top of the hill was the Shanti Stupa, the first World Peace Pagoda to be built in Nepal.
Do you really want me to take my shoes off? It's gonna stink.
As well as enjoying the spectacular views from this beautiful monument, visitors are asked to respect the silence.
Hello.
After resting up at the pagoda, we made the much quicker journey back down the hill.
It's funny, I guess we found out what happens when an unstoppable force like me on a bike meets an immovable object like a big old rock. Got a bit of a bloody action there. I think the rest of me, I'm alright.
Yeah, it's
I'm clearly not very dirty.
Chris fell down on the way down when we were going full speed. I fell off on the way up. We're crawling along, which shows my experience, but... So viewers, what do you prefer? Shit on my ass or that view? What was that? Shit on my ass? Okay.
Here it is. In for the close-up.
Not even my shit.
Someone shit in Karl's ass.
Great fun, and then we took a back road on the way back, just going through farms and like, you know, rice fields, and everyone's saying namaste, and
Great fun. Recommend it every time. Really, really good. Thank you, Karl, for indulging. Oh, flappy skin. Oh, it's a good old flap.
if the sun stays out, we're now going to go and get in a boat, but if not, we're probably going to get a full body massage, not like that.
Or maybe like that.
Maybe, depends what she's like, or he. But best of all, right here, we've got Baskin Robbins. That's where we're going right now. Right now.
Right now.
Ice cream.
We're real pros.
Our action-packed week continued with some whitewater rafting. An hour's drive south of Pokhara, we'll be joining the Seti River and rafting down it for 2 days. Three out of the four of us in the group put our GoPros on, which meant we were officially ready to go.
Yay! Karl's GoPro's working.
Yeah!
You're just jealous. Jealous.
What was that?
Forward, guys!
Oh, God!
What?
We're trying to have a conversation.
Hey! Yeah! I can hear that. Yeah! Bam! Woo!
On a calmer stretch of the river, we all jumped out of the raft to go for a swim.
Yeah, we're just flowing down the Seti River. That's pretty good, it's not too cold. It's just when it gets through to your t-shirt, it's like, oh, there it is. I know I can warm this up. So Chris, trying to get in the boat, this is rolling, so this will be fun to watch. I'm gonna do this! I'm getting in the death boat! Rescue me! It's like this.
Okay, Karl, this is going to happen on the count of 15. 1, 2, 3.
My mouth went so close to your package there.
Not for the first time.
You got passengers!
Come on, you're gonna want it!
Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Alright! Alright! Woo!
So, how was the last traffic, guys?
Yeah, better. Much better. Alright, this is our campsite for the night. It's Been a good fun day. It should be a nice evening. Have a little campfire just down there. Set up the tents right by the river. Not sure what we're going to do if we go to the toilet though. Probably just go in the bushes and do it Tarzan style. Good work, Christopher. Yeah. Picked a nice spot. Can't wait to get a campfire going. It's going to be so much fun. Those new sunglasses have left these marks.
Spray painted black.
Apparently going to set up a slip and slide as well down there, which should be cool.
They're going to flip it upside down. We're going to rub as much liquid soap as, no, not liquid soap, bar soap as much as possible as we can onto the back. Then we're going to wet it. We're going to wet ourselves. We're going to slide. Yay!
Nice.
Creating a slip and slide. Oh, look. So one person works. The Nepali kind
and then
of
there's about
direct.
15 guys filming it. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so I kind of lubed it.
Yeah, now we're clean.
Yeah, this is our bath for the evening.
No, you don't get to go first.
Alright, Tarzan, watch out.
That was such a fail!
Water.
Yeah, brilliant. Good. That's right.
Again!
Right, might go for the slip and slide.
Yeah.
Let it be noted, we built this fire from scratch. We didn't have any matches or anything, just got the old fire, stoked it a bit, got it going. Well done, Chris.
Thanks, Karl. Well done yourself.
You did nothing.
I provided moral support, okay?
You did, that's true.
Tea time.
Tea time.
Water is ready.
Our campsite was next to a tiny village, so we decided to go for a bit of exploring.
Hello. Such a cute little village, it's amazing.
And what is an English boarding school in a village like this?
Wait, and this is mine for two.
Just
Managed to buy beer in this cute little village.
6 between
Not
us.
bad. 7.5% though.
You do way, Sujan.
Successful tour of the village.
Yeah, start with.
Once the fire's gone, can you get your shots
Oh look, it's just starting anyway.
Look at that. Wow.
Good work, team.
Damn right.
No one else got a fire going yet, so we win.
Oh, where do we begin? The ripple or our sin? Oh, where do we begin? The ripple or our sin? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? If you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? Say oh, 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 oh,
Yeah, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
After a reasonable night's sleep, we cleaned all the sand out of our gear, packed up and got ready to hit the river again.
Rafting, day 2. We're switching sides because we're that fucking crazy.
Guys,
Kids going to school over here.
yeah.
We'd had such a good couple of days whitewater rafting, and the fun was going to continue straight away with some canyoning. We had a short bus ride down to the series of waterfalls where we'll be abseiling down the larger ones and jumping and sliding down the rest.
About to start canyoning. We weren't told to bring shoes, even though you have to bring shoes, so these things are definitely falling apart. Kitted out?
Yeah, in my pink wetsuit,
Nice.
pink harness, and someone else's shoes.
I'm lucky because all my shit's brand new. You can see from the giant ass patch. And the arm's cut off.
Okay, this is sick waterfall. Thank you.
Once we reached the top, we had a quick briefing on how to abseil, which didn't go well.
You know, I was feeling good about it first. I was really looking forward to it. But when the guys gave us instructions, they were really unclear. I couldn't understand a word they were saying. And
Tell us how you feel after the safety briefing you just had.
Yeah, really nervous.
the key to doing any kind of canyon or anything like that is to trust your guide and trust your equipment. But I couldn't understand a word that our guides were saying, and the equipment was piss poor. We weren't told to bring shoes, so we had to borrow some shoes, and this is what I had to try and grip. The ropes they were using were frayed. This one doesn't even have a sole in it. And then to start off with, you had to do a little jump into the water. You know, there's a couple of Chinese people went before us, and they were trying to start abseiling down the first waterfall, and they slipped and fell off and went over the waterfall. And, you know, the guides grabbed them, and they were all right, but that's just not really a good way for me to sort of build my confidence up. And I ended up bottling it and not doing it, which I'm really gutted about. I think there's just one too many things here to just knock my confidence. Ever since the dislocated my shoulder cliff diving in 2012, I've had a bit of a weird thing with heights where sometimes I just completely lose my confidence.
Karl doing stupid things, take one.
You alright, Karl?
Karl's hit himself.
You know, the problem wasn't the dislocating as much, it was just when I first jumped, I had a split second where I thought I hadn't jumped out far enough and I was going to hit the rocks and just die. I've always been fine with heights before then, you know, I did all the bungees in 2006 and stuff, but ever since then there's just been like a little mental block occasionally happens. I mean, I did bungees last year, but bungees are simple, you're tied to a rope and you jump, it's, you know. But I had things, even like in Ireland this year when we went up that high castle and suddenly my legs turned to jelly for no reason whatsoever. So I definitely have to figure out a way to get past this mental block. And there's a bunch of dead chickens on the bus down there. Oh, they're alive. The only reasons I could think of doing it in my head were to not look like a pussy and it would make great video, which is not really a good reason to do something. Chris is still going down. He was like, she didn't want me to not go, and I was like, no mate, go and enjoy it. How was it?
It was good, got better and better. It was really good.
Cool.
I mean, that's start when you're just lowered down like a sack of spuds. You just
yeah, I saw it.
You have no control, you can't touch anything, you keep your hands across your body, it doesn't do anything. I'm all scraped up, I took a one in the face, it was that had no skill and you were just totally just bouncing on the end of a rope, whereas other times we were rappelling down a really quite a good waterfall, wasn't it?
I got a shot of that from...
Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, it's great.
I could possibly climb through the bush to get a better shot of Chris, but I've just seen a shitload of cobwebs and some massive spiders, so this spot will do.
That was good. But and then it's just been natural water slides and jumps since then.
It's a shame because I really enjoy doing these kind of things on holiday, and I want to be able to do them again, and the way to build up your confidence is by doing it. So I'm absolutely gutted, but it felt like the right thing to do, just to back out, because I would have just been shitting it all the way down. So yeah, it's fucking annoying. I just got to figure out a way to gradually build my confidence up again with stuff like this, and this was not the time and the place to do that. We now have to get a 3-hour bus back to Pokhara on the local public bus. A little bit crammed, but so the needs.
As the journey progressed, the roads got worse and worse. This went on for 3 hours. The following day, we returned to Kathmandu, where we'll be catching our flight up to Everest. But first, we were reunited with the Stevenage crew back at the hostel.
Alright, so this is Kathmandu. Everyone's just chilling, having a drink, smoking some shit. Having a good time. Everyone's having a good time. Stevenage crew.
Which I have one. Stephen.
guys. But the only thing that's kind of spoiling the ambiance is the cement being poured on us from up there. You got a t-shirt? I got it in the face. I got it in the cheek. I got a little bit. I think there's some there.
Too much.
Oh yeah, you got. That's wet cement. If you're gonna do it, hit us properly. You call this a storm?
No, don't let my fall.
Hello. Come join us for a beer. Come for a beer. Just fuck work off.
After a big night out for Halloween, we were up at the crack of dawn to finally go to Everest. We paid $220 each to go on a scenic flight, which although isn't the same as walking there, it should give us a unique perspective as we get up close and personal with the mountain. The only problem was, the flight was delayed by 5 hours.
What's going on, Chris? We're still at the airport, Karl. This is what we've been waiting for, to finally see Everest. But we're not very excited at the moment because we haven't been here 4 hours in what is apparently the 3rd worst airport in the world. But hopefully we get the plane and we'll start getting excited again. Finally get to see Everest. Tested our commitment with a 5-hour wait.
We weren't going to turn away though.
Yeah.
Pretty spectacular there.
So nobody's allowed to climb that mountain because it's the holy mountain and it belongs to God, apparently.
The sheer scale of the Himalayas was truly spectacular, and we were each invited into the cockpit for a better view, only to discover Everest was partially covered in cloud.
It's Everest? Yeah. Alright then, let's start on a high note. How was the scenic flight?
It seems unfair to say that we were disappointed, but I guess we had high expectations.
And so we were waiting for something spectacular to lift our moods and go, yes, that was a climax trip. But it was just a bit average.
I really thought we were actually going to go round the mountain. I thought that was what we were going to get, but we were a long way away and it was covered in cloud.
We flew up and went, see that over there with the clouds? Yeah, that's Everest. All right, turn around.
And you want to stay positive, but you know, we tried to get there by foot, we tried to get there by bus. My stupid lungs let me down, and then we thought at least, well, maybe we'll see it from the air, and even then.
Like you were saying, if we didn't do it, in our minds it would have been the best scenic flight ever. So it was good to do, plus we had to do something to do with Everest, because the whole trip was supposed to be about Everest and so on.
Yeah. But saying that, the Himalayas are amazing, and it's not just about that one mountain, they go on for so far you can believe it, and they're the biggest mountains in the world.
You kind of almost have to remind yourself, oh, it is spectacular, the Himalayas and stuff. But when we did land, we were like, it's not shit, a bit shit. And so we got back to the hostel and resumed our position in our little haven upstairs with the Stevenage crew and drank some Everest beer, which we liked a lot.
Which is basically as close as we got.
Yeah.
The next day we were flying home, and even though our quest for Everest had essentially failed, we'd still been on the most incredible journey over the last 3 weeks.
It's felt a lot longer than 3 weeks as well, which is the key thing. Beijing seems like a long time ago.
This trip's had its disappointments, but they don't touch how good the rest of it was.
Yes, we're getting somewhere here.
Yeah, it's a trip of a lifetime, even if it wasn't what we planned.
Altitude sickness sucks.
That's kind of the way things work out. If you want a holiday that goes completely to plan, you just go and sit on the beach, which is boring. This is supposed to be more of an adventure, if you like. So things don't go to plan. Things change, not everything's fun, not everything's easy, but it's a lot more rewarding experience, and we still had an incredible time.
We only really lost 3 days, and let's say the main experience that we wanted to have on this trip, but the rest of it was so good that it totally makes up for it. I love Nepal. We've seen so many amazing things, done so many amazing things, and met some great people that I'll genuinely miss. So I don't know, that's exactly what we're after, right? That's as good, that's all that matters.
We do have a plan for next year though.
So next year, I think, I would be very keen to do the trek, and I'd make sure that I go and talk to the right people, get the right drugs, make sure that I'm actually properly prepared and fly to Kathmandu, trek from there, and see Everest as it's meant to be seen. And I think trekking is probably the best way to do it.
Given what's just happened this week in Nepal, our desire to return there to complete our adventure seems a bit irrelevant when you consider millions of lives have been devastated by the earthquake. However, as the months go by and the country gradually tries to begin and rebuild, it will take a massive hit on Nepal's economy. And one thing that can help an economy, of course, is tourism. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but hopefully in October, Chris and I can return to the country we fell in love with and complete our little quest for Everest.
Definitely in a year's time is to return to Everest, even though we haven't been to Everest, or the quest for Everest continues. We haven't figured out the title of this video yet, so the quest for Everest. So next year, quest for Everest continues, or the return to Everest, or Everest into the Wolf's Lair. Everest, the revenge. Either way, next year we're going to do Everest. That's the gist of what I'm saying.